The destiny of a man is not measured by what he leaves for his children. The destiny of a man is defined by what he leaves in his children. You are making a legacy. You are pouring yourself out. That is how you bring your children closer. Let them learn the art of what you are doing. Don't die with the formula. You must begin to invest in your children. That is kingdom culture. Yes, welcome to the Wisdom Talks. I'm Joe Wisdom. Again, delighted to come back to you with another series of teachings. And after we discussed the levels and the stages and the and the phases of life. Remember what we always say, that life is in phases and men are in sizes. So it's good to understand the phase that you are in terms of age, so that you don't get late in what you're supposed to do. Knowing where you are going is important, and knowing how to get there, that is wisdom. So I'm happy that you are able to continue watching these episodes. Please, if you have not watched the previous episode, please don't feel okay going back and checking it out, because it connects to what we are doing today. We talked about the phases of life, and we talked about the 3 phases of life. One, we said 0 to 30 years. We talked about foundational level, foundation phase, where the foundation of your life is being set. Where you learn so many things. You learn so many things from your parents, from teachers, and from your mentors. Number 2, we talked about the preparation level, 30 to 40 years, where you are now preparing, you are now setting another foundation of what you want to do in life. Then we talked about the productive years, 40 to 60. And remember what we said, that you are allowed to wander in the wilderness up to 40 years. After that, you are supposed to be getting ready to enter the promised land. I don't know where you are, but I guess that you are getting, by the time you are hitting 40, you'll be getting ready to enter the promised land. And if you are 40, if you are 50, please, if you are not yet in the promised land, work out harder. Make sure that you do what you can do to recover the wasted time, the wasted years. Remember, in God there is hope. We say that the wasted years, He is able to restore the wasted years, the years that were eaten by locusts and the cankerworms. God is able to restore, so all is not gone. So then we talked about 60 to 90 years, and we talked about legacy years. We talked about this is the time to leave a legacy. Today, I am here with another exciting topic. We are talking about wisdom for life. Wisdom for life. And in wisdom for life, I want to bring about something that we are calling understanding the models of business, understanding the business models, understanding business models. And I think this will help us, especially people who are in the marketplace. This is for life, this is for business, and I'm sure it will take your business to the next level. Number 1, we have several models of business, and one of them, we call it the most popular. It's called the Asian model. I am sure you have heard, if you are a businessman, I am sure you have heard people say that, I think can't we be like Asians? We need to be like Asians. Look at the way they train their children. Look at how they do. But how much are we able to copy that? The problem is not the Asians. The problem is our fabric, how we are wired. There's no way you can, if you're not a nation, it will be very difficult for you to behave like one. So when we talk about business models, we are talking about now knowing how you are wired and what you need to adopt, so that you adopt the right model of doing business. The Asian model we talk about, Asians are known for family businesses. Asians are known for transgenerational businesses. And these are some of the aspects that you see. Some of the greatest economies we have seen are emerging from Asia. Look at China, look at Japan. All these nations are nations that are able to come out because they have a good culture. Their culture is right. They have mastered their culture, and they know what to do when. And that is very important. Now, when you come to the Asian model, they are able to pass their businesses to the next generation. That is why actually they use what we call cross-cousin culture. And in cross-cousin culture, Asians believe that if I am doing this particular business, if I'm vacating and I don't have a son to inherit me, I call my cousin. I call the next of kin, people who are close to me. So a business will not go down just because a man is dying. This secret will be given, will be handed over to the next generation. And that is why Asians are able. You go to the Asian shops, and surprisingly, you find very old women and men there. The grandfathers and the grandmothers. You know, some of them will show up in that business, not because they are selling. No, it's a culture. They want to pass over the mantle. They want to pass over the spirit of working in this business to the next generation. When we are busy taking our children for tuition after school, they carry their children into their workshops. And this is their culture. And that is why you find that businesses, that we knew from the time immemorial are still running up to today. And the sons who have taken over are passionate about those businesses. I'll be coming to the African culture, and you see where we are missing the links. So when we talk about the Asians, they also believe so much in making some small margins, not killing, not a profit that you'll make and go to sleep. No, they believe in making small margins that makes them attractive to the buyers. They believe in doing what we call, in quantity. They sell in bulk, making little margins. And that has made them sustain their businesses. So everybody will tell you that I'll go to a Muindi shop because their prices are favorable. So the Asian culture, the Asian model is good, and it has worked for them. Today, only the Asians building you find written this and this so-and-so sons, so-and-so and sons. Because their businesses are able to get into their sons and to their grandchildren. That is the Asian model. Let me come to the African model. And there are others. African model has one problem. African model, number one, we don't believe in transgenerational business. African model is a subsistence business. We believe in hit and run businesses. It's about deals. African model is about deals. You hit a deal, you make $1 million, and that is done. You meet with someone and you are asking them, and you think that what they used to do is what they are still doing. And they tell you, you don't know, I changed from that industry. Because it's about hit and run. It's about what I can make from this business, then I get into the next business. They are called hit and run businesses. And they believe in making a kill in a certain business. So they can inflate their margins. And after selling to you, they don't care about the relationship anymore. So theirs is not sustainable. Theirs is not sustainable. Their business is not even, they don't value partnership because they have no culture of honesty. In Africa, we have a culture of honesty. When you engage in a partnership business with someone, you choose three things, if not all of them. Number one, you either choose to lose money or lose a friend, or you lose both. If you want to lose money, you can keep the friend because you not go after the money. We have even seen people basically kill each other because of business deals. Honesty is a vocabulary in our African culture. And that is why not many people will be free even to work with Africans. The first month will be okay, the second month, but the third month, if you don't lose everything, you lose something. So that is the African culture. So as much as we want to go to the Asian culture, again, we Africans have another problem. And I'm not just speaking about the African problem. I'm saying this because this is what is on the ground. Africans will not leave their businesses even to their cousins. It is even easier for a man to die with an idea than leave it to his next of kin. Leave alone friends, even wife. We have seen many people die with bank accounts that their wife had no idea. That is the culture that we have. Everybody for himself, every man for himself. And that is the problem we currently have. And the only way we can overcome that problem as Africans is by engaging in what we call the kingdom culture. The kingdom culture is a God ordained culture of doing business. The God ordained culture of doing business, the kingdom model, is where sons build on top of their fathers. A father will come and he will set a firm foundation such that when the son will come, even if the father was not able to take the building or the foundation to the first floor, the son will come and pick it from the first floor to the next floor. So the father will make sure that he sets a foundation that the son will come and build upon. So in the kingdom model, sons will not lay fresh foundation. Sons will build on the foundation that their father set. And that's a good thing about kingdom culture. You look at Abraham, the man of faith. Not even Abraham, look at Adam. When we talk about Adam, Adam gets to a place, where he gets two children, Cain and Abel. And because he was a farmer, remember, he was given a garden to tend. This comes at a point where now the Garden of Eden is there, everything is intact, everything is safe, and Adam had to leave an inheritance. Look at what he does to his two children. One of them goes to rear cattle, and the other one becomes a farmer. That is Cain. And that's why when they were called to bring a sacrifice, everybody brought from what he used to do. Look at Abraham, the man of faith. He gets a son called Abraham, is a farmer. And his son, by the name of Isaac, takes over from him. He is even able to understand that his father had done some boreholes, some wells, that he didn't need to do fresh wells. He went digging the wells of his father. For those of you who understand the culture of farming, redigging is easier than digging for the first time. So the father had made work easier for him. And this is the kingdom culture. When Isaac begets the twins, Esau and Jacob, they also take after his father. One became a hunter, and the other one became a farmer. So what we are talking about in this case is that sons must buy from their fathers. The destiny of a man is not measured by what he leaves for his children. The destiny of a man is defined by what he leaves in his children. You must begin to invest in your children. That is kingdom culture. Kingdom culture teaches us on how to teach our children what we are doing. Our children buys from the spirit of the Father. That the Father will be, as the Father rests in peace, it will be a true rest, because the Father will be knowing that what I left is safe. Not like it is today, that a wealthy man goes down and he goes down with the whole of his empire. That his estate had to be entrusted to people, to other people. Estate managers. You can imagine that your wife cannot even access your bank accounts. So we want to build a culture that is kingdom. So I challenge each one and every businessman watching me right now. What are you building? What are you building? Remember in our last episode, we talked about you are building something. 60 to 90 years, we talked about legacy years. And that is the connection with this episode. That at 60 to 90 years, you are leaving a legacy. You are making a legacy. You are pouring yourself out. That is how you bring your children closer. Let them learn the art of what you are doing. Don't die with a formula. You look at some companies like Coca-Cola, since all these years, the formula has been left to the family. And those people have been able to stand at the major of wealth for generations. I challenge us to adopt the kingdom model. African culture is not working for us. Asian culture may not work for us because we are not Asians. But kingdom culture will work for us by the help of God. God bless you so much. I am Joe Wisdom, and that is Wisdom Talks.